Welcome to this video on the Introduction to Computers and Information and Communications Technology, or ICT. This section covers the basic parts inside a computer's tower case. It might look complex, but we'll break it down. Here's a detailed look at the components, including the main board, CPU, RAM, power unit, and various drives and connecting wires. This diagram shows how devices like the CD writer, CD-ROM, hard disk, and floppy disk are connected to the power unit and to each other. Focusing on the mainboard area, we see the CPU with its fan, RAM, graphics card with its heatsink, and the sound card in a PCI slot. This view highlights the connections from the mainboard to the casing components, such as the LED lights, speaker, and cooling fan. The back of the casing provides access to various ports, including USB, serial, parallel, monitor, and audio connections originating from the mainboard and cards. Now that we've seen the hardware, let's dive into the course material. Go for it. By the end of this course, you should be able to describe computers, their classification, and hardware and software aspects. You will also learn about information systems and security. Session 1 objectives include defining a computer as a system, describing its classification by size, purpose, and architecture, identifying hardware components, and distinguishing between types of software. A computer is an electronic device that processes data into useful information. It accepts input, performs processing, and produces output under the control of a stored program. Computers can be classified in multiple ways: by size, generation, purpose, and architecture. Classification by size includes mainframes, mini-computers, and microcomputers, which further break down into desktop, laptop, notebook, and palm-top computers. Mainframe computers are powerful systems used primarily by large organizations for critical applications. Supercomputers are the fastest and most powerful computers used for intensive computational tasks. Laptop computers are portable personal computers designed for mobile use. Desktop computers are stationary personal computers intended for use at a single location. Notebook computers are lightweight and compact portable computers. Palm tops, also known as PDAs, are very small handheld computers. The generations of computers are defined by the technology used, ranging from first generation to fourth generation. The first generation, from 1946 to 1958, utilized vacuum tubes. These computers were large, slow, expensive, and often unreliable. In 1946, the ENIAC, an early electronic computer, used thousands of vacuum tubes, generating significant heat and requiring much space. A major problem of the first generation was the heat generated by the vacuum tubes, which necessitated massive air conditioning units. The second generation, 1959 to 1964, introduced the transistor. Transistors were faster, smaller, cheaper, and more reliable than vacuum tubes. Transistors conducted electricity more efficiently than vacuum tubes, were much smaller, and produced minimal heat. The third generation, 1965 to 1970, introduced integrated circuits or semiconductor chips. These circuits pack numerous transistors onto a single silicon wafer. The fourth generation, starting in 1971, is characterized by monolithic integrated circuits and the invention of the microprocessor, a single chip capable of full processing. Computers are classified by purpose into general purpose, special purpose, and dedicated computers. General purpose machines can perform various tasks through installed programs. Disadvantages of computers include cost, the need for trained personnel, security risks, dependence on power, and rapid technological changes. Advantages of computers include speed, accuracy, reliability, the ability to handle repetitive tasks, and working continuously. They are also immune to human conditions. Classification by architecture includes analog computers, digital computers, and hybrid computers. Analog computers perform operations by measuring changes in physical magnitudes, such as pressure or temperature changes. Digital computers perform operations by measuring discrete values. Computers consist of four main parts: hardware, software, users, and data. Computer hardware refers to the physical and tangible parts of a computer. This includes the CPU, primary memory, secondary memory, and input/output devices. Hardware consists of the mechanical devices that make up the computer system. Input devices convert incoming data into a computer-readable form. Examples include the keyboard, mouse, scanner, and joystick. The keyboard is a common input device used for manual data entry, typically having 101 or 105 keys. The mouse is a pointing device used to control the cursor on the screen and make selections. Its mechanism detects movement on a flat surface. A light pen allows the user to point, tap, draw, and write directly on the computer's screen. With a pen-based system, you write on the screen using an electronic pen to input data and choose commands. These are common for handheld devices like PDAs. Touchscreen systems allow input directly through the monitor using finger touch detection. They are helpful in environments where a keyboard or mouse is impractical, often used for menu selections. Joysticks and gamepads are primary game controllers. Joysticks are particularly popular for flight simulator and driving games, while gamepads offer controls for both hands. Barcode readers are optical input devices that read patterns of printed bars. The device emits light, and a detector translates the reflected code into numbers. They are common in supermarkets and courier services. Output devices allow the computer to communicate information to the user in an understandable form. Examples include the screen, printers, plotters, and projectors.